Good morning, students. All you are welcome to ninth lecture of lesson 2 regarding the purification by crystallization. Now go through contents. Today's topics to be covered are definition of crystallization, then an example obtaining pure copper sulfate crystals from an impure sample, thereafter applications of crystallization, and at last water purification system in waterworks. Our next topic is definition of crystallization. The process of cooling a hot concentrated solution of a substance to obtain crystals is called crystallization. Means किसी भी hot concentrated solution को ठंडा करके उससे crystals प्राप्त करने की विधि crystallization कहलाती है. Now the uses of crystallization. Number 1, this process is used for obtaining a pure solid substance from impure sample. Means impure sample से pure substance प्राप्त करने के लिए इस विधि का प्रयोग किया जाता है. Number 2, the process of crystallization is used to purify a large number of water soluble solids. Children, crystallization process को केवल उन्हीं solid substances को pure करने के लिए काम में लिया जाता है which are able to dissolve in water, जो कि water में dissolve हो सकते हैं. Now, students, crystallization technique is better than simple evaporation technique because some solids decompose or some, like sugar, may get charred on heating to dryness. But such type of the problem is not in crystallization. Students, कहने का मतलब ये है कि कुछ solids गर्म करने पर डिकम्पोज हो जाते हैं या फिर वो गर्म करने पर जल जाते हैं. एग्जाम्पल शुगर. नंबर 2, सम impurities may remain dissolved in the solution even after filtration. On evaporation, these contaminate the solid. Means छानने के बाद भी सॉल्यूशन में या फिल्ट्रेट में कुछ इम्प्यूरिटीज बची रह जाती है और जो कि इवेपोरेशन के समय उस सॉलिड को प्रदूषित करती है, दूषित करती है, खराब कर देती है. और वी कैन से दैट द सॉल्युबल इम्प्यूरिटीज डू नॉट गेट रिमूव्ड इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ इवेपोरेशन बट सच इम्प्यूरिटीज गेट रिमूव्ड बाय क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. Let's discuss an example for obtaining pure copper sulfate crystals from an impure sample. Students, for it we have to take 5 to 10 gram of impure copper sulfate and dissolve it in minimum amount of water in a china dish to make the copper sulfate solution. Now filter the copper sulfate solution to remove insoluble impurities. After removing insoluble impurities, heat the copper sulfate solution gently on a water bath to evaporate water and obtain a saturated solution. When the saturated solution is obtained, then allow the hot saturated solution of copper sulfate to cool slowly for a day. Students, on the next day we can observe that crystals of pure copper sulfates are formed and the impurities remain behind in the solution. So we can separate the copper sulfate crystals from solution by filtration and dry them. In such a way, the pure copper sulfate crystals can be obtained by its impure sample. The applications of crystallization. Common salt obtained from seawater is an impure substance having many impurities in it. So, common salt obtained from seawater is purified by the process of crystallization. Then, separation of crystals of alum or fitkari from impure sample is also carried with the help of the crystallization. Let's discuss the water purification system in waterworks. Students, in cities, drinking water is supplied from waterworks. A flow chart of a typical waterworks is shown here. Let's understand. The water from a river or a lake is pumped by the pumping station into a large reservoir called sedimentation tank. As you can see in the first, sedimentation tank में जो है वो water को लाया जाता है. This water is allowed to stand in the sedimentation tank for some time. During this time, many of the insoluble substances or impurities present in water settle down, नीचे बैठ जाती है at the bottom of the tank. Then, from the sedimentation tank, water is sent to a next tank, and that is the loading tank. In the loading tank, some alum or fitkari is added to water. The heavy particles of dissolved alum or fitkari deposit on the suspended clay particles, मिट्टी जितनी भी होती है, in the water, suspended floating particles. In this way, the suspended clay particles in water get loaded with alum particles and become heavy and settle down at the bottom of the tank. Thus, the process of loading by using alum removes the suspended clay particles from water. The water is then passed through a filtration tank. You can see here. In the filtration tank, there are the 3 layers: fine sand layer at the top, coarse sand layer in the middle, and gravel at the bottom. You can see all these 3 layers. These 3 layers of sand and gravel act as filters. So, when water passes through the layers of sand and gravel, even the small suspended particles and other materials in water get removed. Now, the clear water is passed into chlorination tank, where a little chlorine gas is added to water in this tank to kill the germs or microbes present in it. This is called disinfecting the water or sterilizing the water. The water now becomes fit for drinking or safe for drinking. The clean and disinfected water is then pumped by a pumping station into high storage tanks, as you have seen here and there. From the high storage tank, water is supplied to homes as well as the factories in the entire cities through a network of big and small pipes.